Hey, how's it going? On this episode of Home Water Dispatch, I'm in the California Sierras, up at about 10,600 feet, trying to catch some golden trout up here, which has been successful, which is awesome. And I'm using this episode of Home Water Dispatch to talk about the value of these sort of wild public places. I'm in a national forest, over the ridge and down the valley a little bit. You sort of get into Tuolumne Meadows and Yosemite National Park. And there's lots of people out here hiking and backpacking, and we saw some people, I'm gonna turn around here, climbing up this ridge behind me. It is a pretty special place. Marmots, ground squirrels, and this is relatively accessible, and really, it really hits home when you come to a place like this, in terms of the value of these public spaces and the places that we fight for in terms of the national parks and the national forests, and how something like this shouldn't be privatized, right? There's way up in the valley, where actually I was this morning. There's an old mine. It's all collapsed and everything, but some people might look at this place and be like, see lots of ore and see lots of places for mining and to build bigger resorts or whatever. Like there's campgrounds and backpacking and things that are here. And spending time at a place like this allows you to sort of connect to the place and connect to yourself, right? Like there's not a lot of distractions up here. There's no cell service. I've got my little Garmin inReach just in case something happens. You have to prepare, right? There's a level of preparedness to be out in these remote, wild places. At the same time, it's relatively accessible. And the more people that can experience a place like this, the more people that will vote to keep places like this public, pristine, right? To actually have a budget to take care of places like this. It's vitally important to our well-being as a society. Some may argue that this place isn't totally accessible to everybody. Oh, wait, there we go. I'm back. There's an opportunity. This is not like we're still in the United States. It didn't cost a crap ton of money to get here. And I do think that a place like this holds a lot of value in terms of understanding the role that we play in terms of protecting wild places like this, and that connection to these places and the things that we can do, like going fishing and backpacking and spending time with your family. Just is kind of like what I've been doing over the last 4 or 5 days, and will continue to do for the next little while, because it's just a wonderful place to be. Anyway, I'm just going to keep this relatively short because I'm on vacation, and at the same time I wanted to sort of capture this moment and think about it from a teaching perspective for my students, and maybe a moment of reflection for myself, and thinking about the importance of sort of disconnecting maybe more frequently than I do. Anyway, I'm going to end here and go down. I'm going to show you down. Hi, I'm back. Hopefully you can see way down in the valley. There's my son Kale down there, who was chasing some golden trout. And then way down, we head down to a place called Saddlebag Lakes. Pretty special. And anyway, it's a short episode of Home Water Dispatch. Fight for public lands, fight for national parks, because they are really important for our society, for our country, for us as individuals. So don't give up the fight. Peace.